up, guys? Mr. Gainesville here. I just want to talk about the little routines I've been doing and like how my fitness plan has changed. I think it's always good to be like aware of what you're doing and the goal you have for it and what's the best workouts to get you towards your goal. And right now I am focusing on like cutting down, leaning out, getting married this year. So a lot of big things are coming, so I want to be in the best shape I can be. So with that being said, right, last week I was there. I live in a new town, and I was like, hey, there's a CrossFit place, might as well try it. So I've done CrossFit before, but last time I did it I was like 300 pounds, so that did not work well. And it all depends on like the type of CrossFit coach you get. It makes a big difference. So at the point you're in, like the shape you're in, that's what kind of coach you need. So the one I got right now is pretty laid back, but great thing about CrossFit, which I love, is it's go at your own pace. So me, I like to go pretty balls to the wall and like let it rip. But I had a lot of people in the class that are a little bit more laid back or older, moms, stuff like that. And there's some guys who pretty dang good shape. Let me just put it that way. But I did it last week and the week before. Pretty enjoyable. I loved how much it helped with my cardio and VO2 score. I really enjoyed it, and the biggest thing for me is mobility, because again, I'm sitting at 243 pounds, 250, somewhere around there, and mobility is such a big thing for me, because if I don't get more mobility, I'm going to get injured some way, somehow. So that's why I'm kind of looking more into that. But at the same time, with CrossFit, it makes you so athletic and so toned. I don't want to get too small in my standards. My standards, I like being above 220 pounds, anywhere from 10 to 17.5% body fat doesn't really bother me. Even 20% body fat. I just like being able to move heavy things. Yeah, that sounds like a caveman there, but I'm okay with that. But I do like the idea of exploring different types of fitness classes, or either different types of style of working out. So my plan right now is to do 2 to 3 times a week at a gym, just weightlifting, going on those heavy sets, heavy bench, heavy squat, keeping that overall strength. Then I'm going to kind of use the CrossFit for more cardio, because I hate getting on a treadmill for 30 minutes. But I'm going to use it more as a cardio factor in everything. So the biggest thing, I'm kind of using it as cardio, because I'm not going to get on the treadmill for 30 minutes a day. I did that all last year. Not my favorite thing. It works, but it's not my favorite thing. So that's a big reason why I'm kind of introducing CrossFit into my style of lifting. And I like, one big thing I want to touch on about CrossFit is, if you are in a time crunch and you need a good workout, it's fantastic. If you have kids, if you are getting married, if you just have a time crunch and you or you just hate going to the gym and you want to get it done and over with, great thing. So that's why I'm a big believer in CrossFit for that factor. I'm interested. I'm probably going to do it for 4 to 6 months, give it a good chance, solid chance, and see how it feels. But I am going to keep my weightlifting with it, because I've worked so hard to gain so much muscle. And right now I took 2 to 3 weeks. Next part we're getting into is dieting. I dieted extremely hard for an entire year, lost 108 pounds. If you want me to share more about that, I'd love to talk more about that and how I did it. But my start was 337, and I went all the way down to 238. So that's huge. I mean, that's a lot of weight. So, but when I got down to 238, I kind of felt small, and that's again just me. That's my size. I'm a pretty tall guy, so it makes a big difference. If you're 5'8" and you try to weigh 235 pounds, you're gonna be a tank. That's just part of it. But I just got a new job. I work 7 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Not even a full 8 hours. It's pretty sick. So I have a little bit more time in my schedule to do what I want, and that's why the last couple weeks I kind of took a couple cheat days or cheat weeks, whatever you want to count it as. I definitely call them cheat weeks. But I've ate pretty terrible last 2 to 3 weeks, but my metabolism has speeded back up, and got where it was like 2 years ago. So I was able to eat like I did and not gain a bunch of weight like I was. So that's why I'm back up to 243, which I'm okay with. I probably 12 to 15, probably 15% body fat. I probably was at 12. But with that being said, I'm about ready to lock in with the meals. I think we're going to try the flex meals. Yeah, we're going to try the flex meals. For 21 meals, it's like $150. You have to order on Thursday nights. I'm like, not a great price, but it comes out to like $7 a meal. If you go out to eat, you're going to spend at least probably 15 bucks. You're going to spend 15 bucks at Taco Bell. So that's why I'm going to try these flex meals, especially with my new job. That way I don't have to spend all my weekends meal prepping. Because my meal prep, it's usually 2 to 3 hours of cooking food, making a mess, and you have to clean up. But if you want some great crock pot recipes for chicken, I got you. We can get those out there too. But yeah, with the diet, I'm going to try those for probably about 3 weeks, 6 weeks, somewhere in between there. Then I'm also going to cook about half a pound, or probably a pound of ground beef every 2 to 3 days, and just add a little extra protein. That way I'm still getting my 220 grams of protein in, 250 grams of protein in, and get back on my protein shakes. If you haven't checked out Walmart or Sam's Club's protein shakes, you're missing out. They got some great deals over there. That's the only place I'll buy protein shakes, just because everywhere else you get ripped off. So get the most bang for your buck. Don't waste your money. But with that being said, I have about 2 memberships, so I'm definitely focusing in on my health. But one thing with CrossFit, real quick, I know I'm jumping around, but one thing with CrossFit, it's interesting. You pay for your coaching and your classes, and you can go as many times as you want, but you don't have a gym to like hit bicep curls or hit those exhilarating lifts. Hit those extra lifts like the bicep curls, the tricep extensions, the leg extensions. You just don't have access to that equipment all the time. You have to go during those classes. So with that being said, I think it's a great thing if you're on a time crunch and if you want to get in shape quick. I think it's a great thing. And sometimes, even me, I don't want to write a program for the next 3 weeks. I just want to do my thing. So even when I go into the gym, you'll never see me with a pen and paper. Most of my programs I got kind of memorized. I am going to put big news on that. I am going to put some of my programs out there. So if anyone wants to follow those, or I'm probably going to put one free one, and the others will be like 20 bucks, 25 bucks, something like that for an 8-week program. But it'll be real nice, and I'll like follow up with those people and stuff like that. But I think that'll be a great thing just to get out there, because I've had so much success recently, and I've been lifting for 10 years. So that definitely helps. The biggest thing next, what else is going on in life? I think my overall goals, because I want to talk about goals and where I want to be at, because if you don't have goals, why are you in the gym? You need to figure out your goals. The biggest thing about my goals right now is I want to get toned. I've never had a 6-pack in my life. I've had like a 4-pack, a 2-pack when I was in high school and college, when I played college football, but I've never had a 6-pack. So I think I am going to try to get down to like 225, 230, but I'm talking like 5 to 7% body fat, which would be pretty cool, pretty wicked. We'll see if that's possible. Again, a lot of people are like, oh, it's genetics, but abs are made in the kitchen, not the weight room. So I just got to get better about my dieting and lock it in again. I know I just threw a lot at you, but I'm trying to think what else I want to talk about. Life's going good, getting ready for my wedding. Everything's good there. My dog's fantastic. If anyone's struggling, I'm going to go over a couple things about the weight loss though. If anyone's struggling with weight loss, don't feel free to like comment on the bottom of the video, and I'll give you some of the tips I used. And the biggest thing, follow me so you can see all the things. I'm going to start posting more, start sharing more. Hopefully I get my Instagram rolling. That way we can get more out there. And definitely I want to talk more about how I lost all my weight. And one little tip here I'll give you, if you're listening to the video and watching the whole thing, is make sure you are walking first thing in the morning. And the reason I think walking is so important in the morning is metabolism is like a hill. It's like a boulder and a hill, and you're probably laughing. You're probably like, what is this guy talking about? But the longer you wait throughout your day to get moving, the smaller that hill gets. So if you go on a walk first thing in the morning, right when you wake up, you're pushing that boulder off the hill, and it has so much more time to pick up speed. But if you wait till 1, 2 to do something active, or like go to the gym at 4, your hill is getting so much smaller. So you're not having all that time of your body burning as much as the maximum it could be burning. So that's why it's so important to get active first thing in the morning, get that metabolism running, get it moving. And it could be a 10-minute walk. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I was starting my days out when I was really heavy and didn't want to do anything. I was starting my days out with 5-minute walk, 10-minute walk, and then you just slowly move it up. And if the distance never was a good thing for me, I just focused on time. You focus on distance, you get kind of discouraged. You're like, I only walked a half mile and I'm exhausted. So that's why I wanted you guys to focus on time instead of distance. But don't cheat yourself too. A lot of people cheat themselves. They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do 10 minutes and go like 1 mile per hour. It's like, no, you gotta have a decent pace and keep that pace every time you walk. Don't change it. Don't be like, oh, I had a hard day today. Don't let those excuses get in the way of your fitness. Because I heard one great quote a long time ago. It was like, writer unknown, author unknown. I don't know who wrote it off the top of my head, but it was like, investing in yourself now will save you from bankrupting yourself later. What that means is like those medical bills, those going to the doctors, taking off work, that's what will bankrupt you. Investing into your health, that will not. That will keep you healthy, that will keep you out of the doctor. I am a huge advocate for spending money on health. And if it's like your last $35, don't get a gym membership, make sure you get fed. But you can always do push-ups at home. That's one program I do want to release is if you have no weight equipment, if you have nothing to like work out at home, things you can do to like keep yourself in shape. And some of the other programs I'm going to probably do is my favorite program and my kind of my baby is upper lower. I love upper lower split. That's one of the biggest things during my weight loss I kind of did just because my body was doing so much. I didn't want to stress it out too much. So, but that is kind of more on the advanced side because you got to be able to listen to your body. And a lot of people struggle with that muscle-mind connection. So that's going to be interesting how many people are interested in that program. Then one other, I'll probably do the bro split, but my version of it. And I'll probably do a toning and a bulking program. I think those would be cool. Just because a lot of people I talk to struggle to put on weight. And I am a certified nutrition, so if you guys do want meal plans out there too, I might have like a slot where it's like you can get a custom meal plan from me, and you just give me all your body stats and how active you are, and I can help people out with that too. So that would be a fun little thing. It'd only be suggestions because I am not a doctor or a medical person. I'm just a gym bro giving advice, but who's to say the advice doesn't work? And give me comments on what you guys want to see, what you guys want to hear about, because I'd love to, like, if you guys want to learn how to, my versions of leg extensions, if my versions of lateral raises, my versions of what I do for my shoulders, what I do for my arms, whatever you guys want to see, you guys just let me know, and I'd love to show more of that. I'm still learning. I'm not an expert. I wish I was, but I'm going to be learning the rest of my life. So if you guys have any tips out there too, feel free to drop them down. I always welcomes people's like views or advice or anything like that. So if you guys have any thoughts or anything, let me know, because I can't put what you guys want out there without a little bit of feedback. So even if it's negative, I can take negative feedback. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure to follow if you don't. I enjoy doing little social media stuff. It's just fun. And it's like, why not? You know, in 20 years, this will be funny to look back on and be like, oh, what was I thinking at that time? So if you guys could follow, that would be appreciated. If not, no big deal. Have a blessed day. And I appreciate all of you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.